Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Niners and the Chiefs, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we don't like to throw around the word dynasty loosely, but for the Chiefs, it applies. I mean, they're looking for their third title now in 5 years.
And with the way this league is configured now, it absolutely applies. I think you're totally on target. Remember, they lost a Super Bowl in there too. So to be back for the fourth time in 5 years in today's NFL, that's pretty incredible.
Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they were one of the heavy favorites to win the NFC, and they were able to get it done. And now they look for that elusive 6th Super Bowl title.
Remember, after going 5-0 in their first 5 appearances here, they've lost 2 straight. Super Bowl 47 to the Ravens in New Orleans, and Super Bowl 54 to Kansas City in Miami. They'd love to start another streak like they had in the 80s when they won 4 Super Bowl titles.
Samuel going to go in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Hardman on the return. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down to score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And all the Chiefs have it. I don't know many coaches that would have the guts, the nerve to do this in the Super Bowl, but they did it, and it paid off.
Well, if you were a head coach, you would have done it. I know you. You have that type of nerve, similar to Sean Payton in Super Bowl 4
That's right.
New Orleans when he did it against Indianapolis.
That's exactly right. By the way, I definitely would not have kicked. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a toss left for Pacheco. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdes-Scantling from 10 yards out.
And the Chiefs will...
Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Butker on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And that is incomplete here.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown! Travis Kelce, 33 yards.
And the Chiefs are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
But they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field.
Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Chiefs are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter, they're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the route is on here in this first half.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one as he's tackled at the 15. Things unfortunately continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. Hands up forcing the incompletion.
Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy.
This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. McCaffrey on the toss right. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas. after this.
28-0 is our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here comes third and the length of the football.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 7.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Tershawn Wharton gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away.
Here's Hardman to return.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1. They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
And, Charles, one of the big stories this week, the head coach of this offense seeking his 3rd Super Bowl title. He is no stranger to the big game.
He's not a stranger to it at all. In fact, I think he's very comfortable with the stage that is the Super Bowl. We know it hasn't all been roses for him because he's had a share of disappointments. But just when we write him off, his guys always seem to deliver. And here he is now with a chance to make history and be one of just a handful of coaches with 3 Super Bowl rings. That's impressive.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Chiefs continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And, Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Down the right sideline.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Rashee Rice,
35 yards.
And the Chiefs are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Here is 3rd and 5. Purdy looking to throw.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
Sound of paper being ripped to shreds. That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. On is the field goal unit. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the